Let's go.
So welcome back, guys, to brow or not to brow. Is it really still even a question in anybody's minds these days? Like, come on. Especially if you suffer from no brows at all syndrome like I do. You need to get your life together and start filling these suckers in. It really helps to bring your whole look together. So stay tuned to see how I get my life in order by putting my brows on, because I literally never leave home without it. Keep watching. So the first thing I like to do is brush my brow hair into place with a spoolie pencil, a spoolie brush. See what happens when you don't have your brows on, you lose your senses, you know. Anyway. So I like to brush them up because it helps me form the shape that I'm looking for. I can see my natural shape and see the little piece of brow hairs that I have where I want them to really lay. The next thing I use, I'm a gel girl these days. I'm not really a big pencil girl for the fill-in, but you can use whatever works for you. I find that the pencils are much easier, especially if you're just beginning, but the gel works a little bit more comfortable for me. It gives me a little bit more of an ebb and flow, and it just works. I like it, and I perspire, and I want these suckers to stay on, and the gel really lives. I like to go in with my Anastasia Dip Brow and fill these suckers in. The next thing you will need is a flat brush like this to fill it in if you're using the gel liner, all right? So what I'm gonna do is go in with a little scoop. I'm just gonna put it, let's see here, let me get into focus, just on the back of my hand like that. Yeah, that's more than enough. It may look like I need more, but please, don't try to play me out. So I start beneath my brow, 3/4 of the way, and I gently create a smidge arch where it would naturally be and pull it down. Your nose goes up in the arch right in the center, and then the elongation endpoint is always right here on the tip of the nose, right out to the end. See what I'm saying? And do the top 3/4 of the way again, and pull it out, and literally pull it right into the line that I created for the anchor. And then I turn my brush on its side and I just fill it in. Like I'm literally pulling up from the root to the top of that brow space that I created. What this is also doing is helping pull my natural brows that are there up and into an angle as well. Good. And then as I get closer to the front, I'm just gonna very gently just use what's left on the brush, pull it in just a little bit more because I want a little bit of a gradient effect. I don't want those stark brows. Let me pull out for this girl time moment. Those box brows, they're not in. They were never in. I hate to break it to you. Get yourself together. Unbox those brows, release them, and let them be free, okay? Back to the brows. Do is put the brush on a point and slowly pull it up. This is now creating the illusion of brow hair. You see how me fancy do, you know? Nobody care more than me right now. It's because my hair has a couple of like golden kind of streaks in it. I like to go in with my Pro Longwear Waterproof brow set from MAC, and it adds a hint of color. Just kind of like to move it back and forth so it kind of attaches to the hair. Pull it up into the front. So you can see it's getting a little bit lighter, which is what I like. I don't like that dark brown brow on my face per se. I feel like the lighter the brow, the better, the more soft it makes your face look. So that's what I'm all about. And last but certainly not least, I'm going to define my brows. You've seen this so many times, the little concealer. I'm gonna go in with my way overused MAC Highlight and Contour Palette. This is in the shade Medium Deep. And I'm going to use a flat brush again. It's a little bit thicker. And I'm going to give myself some definition. So what I'm going to do is go in with this color here that's clearly used out like nobody's business. That color is a NW40. Bottom of my brow here from the front. Pull it up and over. Down just a smidge. And then I'm going to go with the darker color here, which is another color that's clearly used. And that's in an NW43. And I'm going to outline the top at 3/4 of the actual way, because I don't want the brow at the top to be highlighted. I really don't want a halo brow effect because I'm not checking for that, and neither should you. What I'm just going to do is pat this into the skin, like press it under my brow and just buff out that harsh line. Same to the top, but I'm just going to sweep this a little bit more and then press it in. Now the look is complete. Don't you see? It brings everything together. It just helps define the face in its completion. So if you are still struggling with the idea of to brow or not to brow, so I know it seems like a lot of work, but beauty is a little bit of work. It takes a little bit of time, and the more you get accustomed to doing your look, your brows, the easier it'll become. So like this took me maybe 5-6 minutes, but on a regular day when I'm not recording this for you guys to actually take a look, it takes me about 1 minute and 30 seconds. So you can do it. Practice and patience goes a long way. I can't stress it enough. So I can't wait to see you guys on the other side.
To all the independent girls, put your hands in the air. If you know you're feeling sexy, put your hands in the air.